how long did Prohibition go on? How long did that occur?
In 1918, it went into effect. Isn't that Bud?
Okay.
When did Prohibition go into effect?
Right after World War One.
Yeah, 1918.
So 1918.
That's when I was born. And it didn't let up until Roosevelt.
1932.
32. And in all that time.
So Prohibition was in effect for 14 years. Wow.
And this
That's
is how
amazing.
This was one of Roosevelt's deals, plans.
That's the first thing he done.
Bring us out of the Depression.
Roosevelt said that a working man should deserve a beer after work, and they repealed it. Gee, was he alive today with the drugs and everything? And Mrs. Roosevelt, Eleanor, I can remember her when she come to Skaneateles, and she went around the country before they repealed it and talking to young people and telling them about the terrible things that could happen if you abuse it. And she says it's all right to have a beer or two, but don't have too many and make a fool out of yourself and get in trouble. And she went all over the country doing the same, talking to young people about it.
Hey, you see, the bootlegging got so damn, just like the drugs are today.
Right.
It got to be such a, we probably read about Capone and all these drug, in those days, the gangsters, the G-men and all that. Why, geez, it's just a handful of people, this booze, and they were getting rich, you know, and so Roosevelt knew there was no way he could fight it, so he legalized it. And that put these guys out of business.
Right.
And he legalized beer in the country, the working man could.
I stopped the road I saw this place, and they killed the McAnaneys.
Yeah.
Two McAnaneys.
That damn, it was nothing but
It
alcohol.
was just wood alcohol.
Yeah, he killed more damn people around that town.
People died drinking the stuff that Rodex was selling?
Yeah.
And I think of all the money my father spent there, you know, that he still provided for us. We never went hungry.
Yeah.
But he got hooked on that damn booze.
You know, I see him one day when he got hung over in that Rolex booth.
Went behind him.
He ran ready in the car to get the alcohol out of it. Take it and drink it. And he was always taking baking soda for his stomach.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who, your dad?
He'd take the baking soda dry, just put it right in his mouth, and without even a drink of water. For the awful.
Some days with alcohol to put in the radiator. There wasn't Prestone or anything like that.
Pure alcohol.
Keep it from freezing.
Wood alcohol. And that's what it was, wood alcohol cut with something else, you know.
Yeah.
Water, I suppose. And all the tough times we grew up with that situation. All of the Irish people and Polish people. There was nowhere where you could get a drink but Rodex.
Goddamn Polak in every town.
And the minute
He's getting them.
and the minute Prohibition was repealed, he bought the damn store, or Huxford store,
He actually
and
got the
opened
money.
it up,
Yeah, he paid cash for $12,000 for that place.
and opened up and sold the beer legally, and booze.
So the Rodex that was in existence during Prohibition wasn't the store down on the main drag there.
That was Huxford's.
That was Huxford's then, and then he bought it when Prohibition was repealed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before he knew it was going to be repealed, and he grabbed the store.
And turned it into a bar.
Yeah.
No, it was already a bar. It was shut
Oh.
down at the kind of Prohibition.
Originally, before Prohibition, it was a bar, but it was just there.
Yeah.
In the store, there was a store, grocery
It's
store.
right across the street from the mill.
Yeah, there was part of it was a store where Huxford that just sold groceries, but then there was this bar that never could be opened because of Prohibition. Well, the minute Prohibition was repealed, Rodex bought that damn bar. He had the only place in town,
Yeah.
and then he started selling the booze legally. Oh, I'm telling you, boy, that family was millionaires. And I don't know, they're kind of respected. You go up there now, they got a nice restaurant. People brag about the fish fries and the meals you can get there, and they come from Auburn and Skaneateles. Well, they don't know how they
You don't know how they got it.
got going.
I don't respect them, I know that.
That thing's still going?
It's a different tape.
We have a lot of foursome pictures of
Ah, your granddaughter will love to watch this stuff in about 20 years. Yeah. Shoot, I'm thinking what I would give for a videotape of Granddad sitting around talking about when he was young.
Oh, boy.
That'd be great.
Places.
That'd be fabulous.
It would, sure would. Yeah, I used to sit at the dining room table, put in 45. And you'd win. Yeah. Score was 45 with his feet plus his boots. And he had another saying there, time flies when somebody steals your watch.
Yeah, somebody running away with your watch. He had a terrific memory for poems, and he would come home.
Your dad knew a lot of poems?
Oh, yeah.
Recite.
He would recite poems?
Yeah.
Pacing the barroom floor and Rover.
Rover, old dog.
Oh, he'd have you sitting.
Let me put it
Area-eyed.
there. Somebody's going to town tonight.
Do you remember the poems that he knew?
Somewhere I found a list of those damn poems that he, and I can't. In the moving processes,
Yeah.
I can never find the damn things again. And they were just 2 or 3 of the same thing. He used to just mesmerize us. We'd come home and he'd sit there in that chair and he'd listen the dog about the story about Rover come here, the face in the barroom floor, and he knew every word.
Oh, yeah.
Hesitated, and he was so dramatic about it, And I swear, he would seem to come and go in my eyes, like I was hypnotized.
Well, there's a face in the barroom floor about the drunk who drew the face on the barroom floor, and then he fell dead over the face.
And
He got it all drawn.
the story was it
It
about
goes on and on and on. And you'd have to have a hell of a good memory to remember those.
and he could recite those poems and keep us just so amazed. And it wasn't just a monotonous tone. He was like Hitler. He knew how to speak to you about how to. Yeah, those days were great.
Then we had a hot summer's night and there would be a cloud in the sky. And he'd take us out and we'd sleep all night in the lawn with him. At the back door.
Really?
Yeah.
Sleep out in the yard?
And then he'd point out the different stars and how it was up there. We'd all lay on our back looking up at the stars. He'd point them all out.
He knew their names?
Yeah, he knew one.
You point out the North Star.
North Stars and things like that.
And you've never seen the Northern Lights because you live down here. But up north about now in the springtime, the whole north sky is rays of different colors going back and forth. And all Dad could say was they were the reflection of the sun on the icebergs.
Yeah.
Remember that? And you've heard of the...
This is the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And like I say, this time of year, a clear night, the whole damn sky in the north lights up in purples, greens.
Wow.
Technicolor.
Yeah.
And,
You could see it from Auburn?
oh yeah.
Or from Syracuse?
Sure. It was a great sight. And of course, his explanation, you know how kids are. What causes it, Dad? It's a reflection of the moon or the sun on the ice. And the moving is because the ice is moving.
Then on the 4th of July, he built a cannon. You know what he was? He was a master mechanic, and he run that giant engine down the shop there, and so he was a master mechanic. And lathes and drill presses and all that stuff. He knew all that. He could do anything. And he built a cannon. I don't know about that long. Wheels, iron wheels on it, and then the hand to the carriage part, you pull it this way, pull it. And he'd fill that thing up in the 4th of July night and gunpowder, and he'd say, oh, he says, crazy, take all the break out.
Yeah, I can remember. I can remember him touching with a touch hole. We called
Yeah,
it.
the touch hole. Yeah, he had a touch hole.
Yeah, the top of the can was a hole. See where
It would fly back.
Run a match over that, and the cannon was.
Pack it with strong or whatever you had.
He had it packed with newspapers and all that crap, you know. And whatever happened to that? But
I don't know. I wish I knew what the hell it all disappeared.
no, he was an outdoor man, and I slept above the kitchen, and every morning, at crack of dawn, he'd get up, and I could smell the eggs in the coffee, and he'd be up, have his scrambled eggs, toast and coffee, and off he'd go with his gun.
He's up at sunset.
And so
First light he was up.
I would hear it, smell it, and I'd go down. I always had breakfast with him, and he would make, sometimes he'd make milk toast, French toast, and we'd sit there and have breakfast together, and then he'd take off with the dog, and off they'd go hunting, and then I'd go back to bed, and he'd go out and he'd hunt until it was 7 o'clock, and he'd make his circle where he came back into the shop, into the mill where he worked, and so he'd come home at noon, and he'd have carrying a bag of pheasants and rabbits. That's how we lived through the Depression.
Is that right?
Yeah, Mom.
Oh, yeah, we used to eat pheasants.
Eat when he hunted in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to eat pheasants all the time. We had pheasants, rabbits.
Fish. God,
We ate rabbits until they got some kind of disease that showed up in their ears.
Yeah, that's right too.
Their ears would start to rot out, and you wouldn't eat that rabbit because
They had some.
tuberculosis is what it was.
And then he had.
They couldn't eat rabbit anymore.
Then he had a friend there that he would go hunting with. Can't think of his name now. But they'd go fishing, and they go down the river, and he'd come home about 2 or 3 in the morning with these big pickerels and pikes, and he'd wake up, he'd get down in the kitchen in the morning, here's the damn sink. Remember the sink with all the big fish, and poor Ma, she had a
Yeah, he come on there throwing in that sink, and
And your mother would have to clean them?
Yeah, but she never bitched about it. It was food on the table.
Oh, yeah.
She cleaned all the rabbits and pheasants, and then they had chicken. They had chicken too.